I'm actually a bit overwhelmed. I bumped into a old friend who reminded me of the promises of God. And I realized that there's so much fear around putting ourselves out there. And I think I've shot a video already. I think I have recorded 10 videos already where I speak about this, but I guess fear overcomes you because, I mean, look at how I look today. I thought to myself, I probably need to get some time to do my hair, do all of that, but I thought if I let this feeling go, I will never record this video. And I know that it's something that I needed to do because too many of us run away from God or the things that God has called us to do or God has planted in our hearts. We do it because we are afraid that we are inadequate. We are afraid that we are not enough. We are afraid that we are not perfect enough. And therefore we feel like we are not in a position to share his word, or that's rather how I feel. Like I'm not in a position to share his word because who am I? But you get given something over your life, or you get called to do something over your life, or you get a calling, and you start to really feel like everything I do will come from an empty place until I actually do the things that God has called for me to do. And I felt like that for the last couple of days, where I felt like I miss God, and I don't even know where that missing God comes from, because I've been trying my best to read the scriptures, but it's almost like I'm looking for him and I can't find him. And in the depths of my soul, I could not understand what was going on with me until today, when I met my friend and he explained to me the importance, or it was revelation, in fact, because we were talking about something completely different. And it dawned on me that we run away from God's promises, because sometimes there are things that he requires from us in order for us to receive a promise. But for whatever reason, we do not follow through. And I came home rushing after getting to the shops to come and record this video, because I knew that if I don't start by posting what is genuinely in my heart, that I'll never do it. I'll always be too afraid. There'll never be a good time. There'll never be good lighting. You're coming back. It's in the evening from work, and there's so many factors. But I realized that God is not asking for me to be perfect. He's not asking for his message to be perfect. He's not asking for things to be done exactly the way that I have in my head and to have them planned the way that I have in my head. He's asking for my obedience. He's asking for my heart. He's asking for the spirit that I have to be shared. That is what he's asking for. And so, I'm coming on this video. In my opinion, I look a bit crazy. My lips are dry. But my heart is in the right place because my heart belongs to Jesus. And it's a scary thing to say, because the minute you talk about Jesus, people will come for you. They will look at what you have done, what you haven't done, who you are, because they're trying to qualify whether you're the right person to talk about him. Almost like he's this being that is exclusive to a certain group of people, when he has said that he's come to redeem us all. He is for each and every one of us. He is our friend. He is our confidant. He is our everything. And I have felt for the longest time that although I am not perfect in my testimony of Christ, and I might not be able to convert you into understanding who Christ is, but what I can do is share what he is to me, how he has shown up for me. And I'm hoping that for someone out there, that is enough. And maybe it's a testimony to me to say that I will follow him. Even if I'm not perfect, even if I'm not the right candidate, even if I don't have the right words and have the right scriptures, but I'm hoping that for someone out there, it is enough. And I hope that on this journey, you get to witness who he is. Because I think sometimes we make Christ seem like he's an abstract of our imagination, that he's someone in the sky, someone who's in the heavens, who just sits up there and, moves us as chess pieces from one spot to another, when he is more than that, when he is much more than that, when he is in the details of our lives. When he is concerned if you go to McDonald's and you don't get that McFlurry and you're actually upset because he understands that you drove there because you've had a bad day, that you've had a bad week, and that all you wanted was a McFlurry. And I know it seems silly, but he cares. That he is in the position when you are fighting for whether it's a promotion or things at work or whatever it is, that he's there. He gets it. He understands all of that. He's there when you're waking up in the middle of the night because your child is sick and you don't know what to do. and you're hoping for motherly instincts to kick in and you're not even sure if you're a good mom or not. He is there. In the deepest and darkest moments when you're not sure whether things are going to work out or not, He is there. And I hope that you get to experience Him the way that I have. And I hope that even if maybe you might not, but that you'll relate to some part of my journey in my day-to-day when I do get to meet Him, when I do get to see Him, when I do get to witness His glory and His goodness. When He was taken to the temple as a child, there were people who were worshippers in the temple, but they could not see Him. And so many times we can even go to church and never see Him. And so that is what I wanted. That was my prayer in my heart, that you would see Him. That you would see Him in the everyday and smallest of details, that He is there. That He laughs with you, He smiles with you. And I hope that you will see Him through me, I guess. Not because I'm perfect. I'm far from perfect. In fact, I hate the word perfect. But that you understand that He does things for His people. And that His people is not an exclusive group of those who are perfect or claim to be. It is all of us. It is me. It is you. And so I hope you get to experience Him for who He truly is, because He is loving, He's kind, He's forgiving. And once again, I'm probably not qualified to speak of Him because I am far from perfect. But I will try to speak of Him the way that I know Him to be. And that's my prayer.